English Growth Podcast.
Listen, learn, and speak English with confidence.
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the English Podcast with Alex, your cozy place to learn simple English through real-life conversations, useful vocabulary, and gentle motivation.
I'm Olivia.
And I'm Alex. Olivia, can I ask you something?
Of course, although your questions always make me think.
That's the idea. Here's today's question. Have you ever looked at someone else's life and thought, they're so far ahead of me?
Honestly, yes. More times than I'd like to admit.
Really?
Absolutely. Sometimes I see someone my age buying a house, starting a business, getting married, traveling the world, or speaking perfect English, and I think, what am I doing?
I think a lot of people have felt that way.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like everyone else has figured life out except me.
Can I tell you something?
Please do.
I don't think that's true.
Really? Because it certainly looks true.
Looks true. That's the important phrase.
What do you mean?
I think we're seeing other people's lives through a very small window.
That's interesting. A very small window?
Exactly. We see a few moments of someone's life, and then we imagine we know their whole story.
That's actually very true.
Today we're talking about why so many people feel left behind and why that feeling might not be true.
I think this conversation is going to help a lot of people.
I hope so, because if you've ever felt like you're too late, too slow, or not successful enough, this episode is for you.
And don't worry, this is a B1, B2 level episode. So if you're an intermediate learner, it's perfect for you.
And if you're a strong A1 or A2 learner, don't worry, you can still enjoy today's conversation.
You don't need to understand every single word. Just relax, listen, and enjoy learning English naturally.
Maybe you're walking to work.
Maybe you're drinking coffee.
Maybe you're studying English.
Or maybe today you're feeling a little lost.
If that's you, we're really glad you're here.
Because today we want to remind you of something very important.
Your journey doesn't have to look like anyone else's.
Let's begin.
Alex, when do you feel most left behind?
That's easy. Social media.
Really?
Oh, definitely. I'll open my phone for 5 minutes and suddenly everyone seems more successful than me.
Only 5 minutes? Okay, sometimes 20.
I appreciate your honesty.
I'll see someone starting a company.
Someone else buying their dream house.
Someone traveling to another country.
Someone announcing a promotion.
Someone speaking English better than I do.
And then what happens?
Then I start asking myself, why am I not there yet?
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
When people post online, what do they usually share?
The good moments.
Exactly. Do they usually post their worst day?
Not very often.
Their biggest mistake?
Usually not.
Their moments of doubt?
Not very often either.
Exactly. We compare our ordinary life to someone else's highlight reel.
Wow, that's so true.
Think about it. You might have a normal Tuesday.
You wake up late, go to work, answer emails, make dinner, and feel tired.
Then you open Instagram or another social media app.
And suddenly you see someone on a beach in another country.
Or someone celebrating a huge promotion.
Or someone showing their beautiful new apartment.
And you think, my life is boring.
Even though you only saw one picture from their entire day.
Exactly. You don't see the arguments, the failures, the lonely nights, the fear, or the uncertainty.
You only see the finished picture.
Kind of like watching the last scene of a movie without seeing everything that happened before.
Exactly. And that's an unfair comparison.
You know, I think comparison can become a habit.
I agree.
Sometimes we compare without even realizing it.
We compare our jobs,
Our salaries,
our relationships,
our homes,
our appearance,
even our English.
especially our English.
I'll hear someone speaking fluently and think, I'll never sound like that.
But you don't know how long they've been learning.
Maybe 5 years.
Maybe 10.
Maybe 20.
That's true. I only see where they are now, not where they started.
Exactly. Everyone has a different beginning.
A different journey.
And a different timeline.
I think that's something we often forget.
And maybe that's why we feel left behind. Not because we actually are.
But because we're measuring our lives with someone else's clock.
Wow, I really like that.
Someone else's clock.
Yes, we look at someone else's age, career, relationship, money, or English level and think we should be at the same place.
Exactly.
But maybe their clock isn't our clock.
And And maybe it's time to stop looking at their clock and start paying attention to our own.
I love that.
Because I think the biggest mistake we make is believing that everyone has to arrive at the same time.
But do they?
That's exactly what we're going to explore.
Alex, can I ask you something?
Always.
What if I really am behind?
What do you mean?
What if everyone else is moving forward and I'm standing still?
Behind according to who?
I don't know. Society, friends, my age?
Exactly.
We often believe there's a schedule for life.
Graduate by a certain age.
Get married by a certain age.
Buy a house.
Build a career.
Have everything figured out.
And if we don't, we feel like we've failed.
But who created that timeline?
I honestly don't know.
That's the interesting part.
We follow a timeline that nobody actually gave us.
And then we feel bad when our lives don't follow it. That's a strange way to live.
It really is. Alex, do you remember when we talked about a Japanese idea called "Oh" by Tori?
Of course I do. I loved that episode.
Me too. Do you remember what it means?
I think so. Something about different flowers.
Exactly. Cherry blossoms, plum blossoms, peach blossoms, and apricot blossoms.
Each one blooms at a different time.
None of them is late.
None of them is early.
They're simply different.
I think I really needed to hear that today.
Imagine standing in a beautiful garden.
Okay.
Would you ever look at a rose and say, "Why aren't you a sunflower?"
Of course not. That wouldn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Every flower has its own season,
Its own beauty.
its own purpose.
So why do we do that to ourselves?
That's a wonderful question.
Maybe because we've forgotten that people grow at different speeds.
You know, when I was younger, I thought successful people had everything planned.
And now,
Now I've met enough people to realize that almost nobody has everything figured out.
that's true. Adults are often just doing their best,
Learning as they go,
making mistakes,
changing their minds.
starting over. That actually makes me feel better.
Me too. Let's think about learning English.
Good example.
Imagine two students.
Okay.
One learns English for 2 years.
And another learns for 6 years.
Should they sound the same?
Of course not. That wouldn't be fair.
Exactly.
Yet we compare ourselves without knowing the whole story.
Maybe someone speaks English fluently because they've practiced every day for 10 years.
Exactly. You only hear their English today,
You didn't hear their first conversation,
their first mistakes,
their nervous voice,
their broken sentences.
their moments when they wanted to give up.
Wow, I wish people remembered that more often. Can I tell you something I've noticed?
Go ahead.
People rarely compare what they've survived.
What do you mean?
They only compare what they've achieved.
That's a powerful difference.
Maybe one person started life with more opportunities.
Maybe another had to work much harder.
Maybe someone was caring for their family.
Maybe someone had to start working very young.
Maybe someone was dealing with a difficult period in life.
Everyone carries a different story.
And we can't see most of it.
Exactly.
That's why comparison can be so dangerous.
It ignores everything behind the scenes.
You know, I think I've been asking the wrong question.
Really? What's the wrong question?
Instead of asking, am I ahead or behind,
What should you ask?
am I growing?
Olivia, I love that.
Why?
Because growth is something you can control.
Being ahead of someone else isn't.
Exactly.
So maybe I don't need to become someone else.
What do you need to do?
I just need to become a better version of myself than I was yesterday.
Exactly.
That's a race you can actually win.
Alex, there's still one thing I'm wondering.
What's that?
How do we stop comparing ourselves to other people even when we know it's not helping us?
That's the hardest part.
Why?
Because comparison is almost automatic.
It happens before we even notice it.
Exactly. Sometimes I'm comparing myself without realizing it.
Me too. But I've learned something that really helps.
What's that?
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the English Podcast with Alex, your cozy place to learn simple English through real-life conversations, useful vocabulary, and gentle motivation.
I'm Olivia.
Instead of looking around and asking, who's ahead of me,
What do you ask?
I look back and ask, how far have I come?
Wow, that's a completely different question.
Isn't it?
Most people never celebrate their own progress.
They're too busy watching someone else's.
That's true.
I rarely stop to appreciate how much I've already learned.
Think about your English.
Okay,
1 year ago, could you have this conversation?
probably not.
Why not?
I would have needed a dictionary every 2 minutes.
Exactly.
And I probably would have been afraid to make mistakes.
But now you're having a conversation.
That's true.
And because your progress was gradual, you hardly noticed it.
Wow, growth is strange.
How?
It happens so slowly that sometimes we forget it's happening.
Exactly.
That's why it's important to look back sometimes,
Not to live in the past.
but to appreciate how far you've come.
I think many people are waiting for a huge moment.
A promotion,
A new house.
a big achievement,
A perfect English conversation.
a huge change in their life.
Meanwhile, they ignore the small victories.
Like finishing an English podcast,
Learning 10 new words.
speaking English for 5 minutes,
Being braver than yesterday.
understanding a sentence you couldn't understand last month.
Exactly.
Those moments matter.
Because big success is usually built from hundreds of small successes.
Can I tell you something I've realized?
Of course.
I've been acting like life is a race.
I think many people do.
But who am I racing?
That's the question.
Most of the time, nobody.
We're exhausting ourselves trying to beat people who aren't even competing with us.
Exactly. Life isn't a competition,
It's a journey.
and every journey looks different.
Imagine two people climbing two different mountains.
Okay,
Would it make sense for one person to shout, "I'm higher than you"?
not really.
Why?
Because they're climbing different mountains,
Exactly.
different paths,
Different challenges?
different destinations.
Life works the same way.
I really like that image.
Me too. Alex, what if someone listening today really feels like they've fallen behind?
Maybe they're starting a new career.
Maybe they're learning English later in life.
Maybe they're going back to school.
Maybe they're beginning again after a difficult period.
Then I'd tell them something I wish more people believed.
What would you say?
It's never too late to grow.
It's never too late to learn.
It's never too late to begin again.
I love that.
Every expert was once a beginner.
And every confident speaker once struggled to say their first sentence.
Exactly.
Every successful person had a first day.
Every fluent English speaker once made simple mistakes.
And every strong person has had moments when they felt weak.
I think I've been measuring my life using someone else's ruler.
And how's that working?
Not very well.
Maybe it's time to create your own definition of success.
What if success is simply becoming a little better than yesterday?
I think that's a beautiful definition.
And one that anyone can work toward.
So maybe I'm not behind.
Maybe you're exactly where you need to be.
Learning,
Growing.
becoming.
One day at a time.
Alex, I think that's the heart of today's episode.
Stop asking, am I ahead?
Stop asking, am I behind?
Instead, ask, am I moving forward?
Even one small step is still a step forward.
Exactly.
And those small steps have a wonderful way of becoming big changes.
I think that's my favorite idea from today's conversation.
Really? Which one?
That I don't need to run someone else's race.
What do you need to do?
I just need to keep walking my own path.
Beautifully said.
And before we finish, I think it's time for my favorite part.
I was wondering when you were going to say that.
You know me.
Let's explore some useful vocabulary.
All right, my friend.
Before we go, let's explore some useful vocabulary.
My favorite part.
Really?
Absolutely.
Because this is where big words become friendly.
I love that.
Today's first word is comparison.
Ooh, that's the perfect word for today's episode.
It really is.
Comparison means looking at yourself and measuring your life against someone else's.
And sometimes comparison can be helpful.
Yes, especially if someone inspires you.
For example, you might see someone learning English and think, if they can do it, maybe I can do it.
That's healthy comparison.
But unhealthy comparison makes you feel less than,
Not good enough.
or always behind.
I think that's the kind we've been talking about today.
Exactly.
Instead of comparing yourself to other people, try comparing yourself to the person you were yesterday.
I like that.
That's a comparison that actually helps.
Our next word is progress.
Oh, that's my favorite word today.
You say that every episode.
I know, I have lots of favorite words.
Progress means moving forward or improving over time, even if it's slow.
So learning one new English word is progress.
Exactly.
Speaking one sentence more confidently is progress.
Reading one page is progress.
Finishing one podcast is progress.
Keeping one promise to yourself is progress.
That's all progress.
I think we often ignore small progress because we're waiting for big success.
Exactly. But big success is usually made of many small moments of progress.
Our third word is patience.
I think I need more of that.
Most of us do,
Patience means accepting that good things often take time.
like learning English
Exactly.
or building confidence
Or finding the right career.
or becoming the person you want to be.
We live in a world that wants everything immediately.
Yes, fast results, fast success, fast progress.
But real growth usually happens slowly,
Quietly.
one day at a time.
I love that.
Patience is trusting the process.
Beautifully said. And our final word today is journey.
Ooh, that's definitely my favorite word today.
I'm not surprised.
I love it because life really is a journey, not a race.
Exactly.
A journey is the experience of moving from one place to another.
But today we're talking about your life journey,
Your English journey.
your personal journey.
And every journey looks different.
Some roads are longer.
Some are steeper.
Some have more challenges.
Some have more destinations.
Life works the same way.
I really like that image.
Me too.
Before we finish, I'd like to leave you with one thought.
The next time you feel left behind, don't look around.
Look back.
See how much you've learned.
See how much you've survived.
See how much you've grown.
Someone else's chapter 20 should never make you feel bad about your chapter 5.
Every story has its own pace.
So keep learning.
Keep growing,
Keep believing in your own timeline.
because your future isn't determined by how fast someone else is moving.
It's determined by whether you keep moving. I'm Alex,
And I'm Olivia.
and you've been listening to the English Podcast with Alex.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us.
If today's conversation helped you, share it with someone who needs this reminder.
And remember, your English goal and your life goal are both closer than you think.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Keep learning
Keep growing.
and keep walking your own path.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.